Welcome back to an impromptu Ain't Jaded Yet. I had no plan or intention to record this today just because I've been going to a lot of big live music events. Monda Green for 4 days, Pretty Lights for 2 days, King Gizzard and the Wizard down in Philly for the first time, back to home for Andy Frasco, and you know what? I ended up going to some more live music. I didn't know if I'd have the gas in the tank, but I did. I went out to some free tunes last night in my hometown in Syracuse at Hanover Square. They do live music Thursdays all through August, and I always want to hit it up, but Vaporeyes were playing for free, and I went down there and grabbed a bite from Maxwell's and hung out and caught their whole set. They killed it. The local boys, if you don't know, Vaporeyes, yo. It's Vaporeyes. These boys right here. Hell yeah. Right? So I'm going to talk about them for a hot minute, and then I'm going to get into the Phish stream, which is really what prompted me to create this Ain't Jaded Yet. Also, just, heard a few whispers around, but JP, couldn't you get jaded? And I said, I'm not yet. That's the whole point, They're like, well, JP, what if you get jaded? And I'm like, I ain't ever gonna be jaded. To quote, the great William Montgomery, the Big Red Machine. I know about another Big Red Machine. He's on that screen. And he was playing pretty mean last night, honestly, for real. That's why I'm here, because I was like, all right, let's put on stream. I missed I missed the beginning. All right, let's go back to Vaporeyes, for free. These are the local boys. They jam. If you're into improvisational, fucking sick, groovy, weird, psychedelic, fun, these guys have a good time on stage. The four of them, they're jamming up there. They're always at Funk. They played a festival down in Wonderland Forest with Papadozio earlier this summer. Real proud of the boys. Local boys. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Vaporeyes. You know what I mean? Local shit's important. I recommend. If you're a big Phish head like me, guess what? There are other ones, and they are local, and they're in that same style of music, and guess what? I've noticed since COVID especially, there's been this big renaissance of awesome music everywhere. It's just ticking up notches. We're just, more appreciative of the experience after not having it for a while there, during COVID and shit. So I just get out there and see everything you can, local, everywhere, free. Pretty good discount, Just people complain about, Monda Green costs so much. That was a lot of bang for your buck, dude. That was 4 days of Phish. One day at the Sphere might have cost you that much. Skip the Sphere. Anyway, moving on. I'm not jaded about the Sphere, by the way. You might have thought was JP being jaded? No, I just couldn't afford it. It didn't work out. I'm gonna go to the place to see a band or a show. Honestly, I really believe that after seeing Pretty Lights in Bethel, the Sphere is fantastic. But what we're putting into what we're throwing onto the palette, we're painting it with the wrong brush and the wrong paint. That palette is designed for electronic music. Look at the shit that they already create. They literally create domes projecting unbelievably next level, way just more impressive, more immersive, more designed to follow the music and the sound and create what the DJ is creating on the fly. And I know Phish and the Dead and Co. were doing some of that with their shit, but it just seemed a lot like it was the video didn't improv as much, And I think that if the right EDM artists and the right VJs, the video artists in the EDM world, which, I'm sorry, they destroy everything that's been done in the Sphere so far. And that's just from the few big top-notch video-involved electronic acts that I've seen in the last 5-6 years. They're on another level. It's not even a contest. And, now Phish's lights are unmatched, even in the EDM world. Like, no one can really touch that very specific thing that CK5 does. I mean, they don't even call him AG6 yet in the Goose scene, but it's the same thing happening along with Getty Lights, with Goose. He's growing with the band, with his skill and his tools at his disposal. And I mean, CK5 is on a wizard level right now. Let's be serious. AG6, he's a Padawan learner. That's what's bad about checking out a Padawan learner. I've noticed the Goose lights this year are bigger, better, awesome. They're different too. They're changing things up. They're fun. So, all right. Vaporeyes, local shit. Check them out. Little spot on the screen, or is it? It's now on the wall back there. Good morning. Checking in with the coffee cup situation. If you hadn't seen this yet, this is my sister's fucking drippy drip right here at Gianna G Pottery at GIANNAPOTTERY. Check that shit out. Instagram, Etsy, etc. Alright. Now let's get to why we're here, because I did check out some of the stream last night. When I say some, it was probably like 80% plus of the Phish Night 1 and Dicks, and I caught, all it takes for me is just like, I'm sorry guys, it runs rampant in the Phish scene, alright? The jadedness, commercial break, perfect timing. The jadedness in the scene. I don't know if half y'all trolls are faking or sarcastic and y'all love it just as much as me and you just like, come on. Do you really have to say, well, they played this song 6 times this tour? Come on. Get off your fucking high horse, dude. Have you noticed? They have nothing to fucking prove. It's been 40 fucking years. It's all icing at this point, dude. Like, if you went to Big Cypress and you were into Phish back then, which I never even saw him back in the 90s, but like, if you did, then you'd know they reached a fucking monumental peak. So in hindsight, even if you did go to Coventry and shit after that, and you were bummed about it, and it was a letdown, what the fuck are you complaining about, dude? It happened 20 years ago. Sorry. Moving on. It's just like I feel like I'm fighting against fucking like Darth Vader out there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to use the Force for good, you guys. Yeah, this is all tongue in cheek for anyone that's like, he's being mean. My jaded friends are pissed about it. Well, guess what? I'm not pissed about it. You shouldn't be pissed about it. This isn't. We're all having fun here. If you didn't know, I started doing stand-up comedy, so I'm hardly ever serious. Seriously. Being serious about that. It ain't no joke. Maybe somebody not. We're all having fun. That's the whole point. That's what I'm getting at. Let's get to some Phish. Because what happened was, I tuned in, not at the very beginning. I threw it on, I think, actually, towards the end of the Cities Jam. I didn't even know it was Cities at the time. So I got right into the Cities Jam, which was great. It went 14 minutes. And I just listened to it again. And, Cities. Great opener. Are you kidding me? I love Cities. Anytime. One of the first Phish cover tunes that I got into big time. Novice level back in 2015. Had to learn that it was a Talking Heads song first. Found out that Talking Heads version is lightning fast compared to the Phish version. Anyways, Cities. Fantastic. Into Disease. Are you talking about some Phish early? Let's get going early. First set, Colorado. Post Mondi. we are going early. We got 14.5-minute jam. We got a 14-minute disease. Doesn't disappoint. Into Ether Edge. And you know what? You know, Ether Edge and Pillow Jets. When you first hear those things start, you're like, oh, all right, a little breather. Oh, Ether Edge, Pillow Jets, be jamming hard, dude. Not weak. Ether Edge. Fuck yeah, that one's growing on me big time. Wasn't at first, but now it is. You know, into a llama. Alright, yo. Full throttle. Hope you're ready to dance fast. It's llama time, dude. Then we got a theme. Now, a theme to me is about as quintessential classic Phish as it goes. It's literally fishy. Literally fishy. You know? We're fishing for fishies around here nowadays, you know what I mean? All of it. Give it to me. You know, and here comes the complainer song, Sugar Shack. Well, you know, Trey always fucks it up. It's a mic tune. Whatever. Dude, there were times in the first set at Mondegreen that, you know, after a space of that kind of jamming of literally 45 minutes to start out of fucking jamming, you're dancing, you're going into a llama for 4 minutes, a 9-minute theme? Yo, Sugar Shack's not your favorite? It's still a great thing to put here. Because, like, take a breather, dude. Probably just dance for an hour straight. Am I wrong? If you're there, that's what you did. If you're at home, you're like, alright, packing the ball. And then, it's still fun, dude. It's Sugar Shack, it's a good time. We're having fun, dude. And then, you know, if you pay attention to the soundtrack, you see that they did some Ocelot early in that, so you might have, like, you know, are they going to play the soundtrack song or not? You never know. But it always has a possibility, a higher percentage, I'd say, if it's in the soundtrack, to be played that night, or maybe the next night, or sometime soon, because they're feeling it, they're vibing it. And Ocelot, right here, great jam. I was feeling the Ocelot vibes in Mondegreen. Maybe that's where it finally landed, was here. Just because, you know, we're hanging in the herd, dude. We're floating with the flock. We were floating with the flock at Mondegreen. That was some flock floatage, dude. Float on. Golgi, you know, everyone thought that shit would happen in Mondegreen, so maybe this is just the Mondegreen vibe carrying over. So, there's so many songs that they played the opening night at Nets that were played at Mondegreen and played at Bethel. Oh. Did they play them well? Did they jam them out? Was Blaze On dirty? It would have been my first choice. No. Blaze On's great. Mondegreen tune. Floss a lot. The dentist says to floss a lot. Golgi apparatus. Just like chock full of Mondegreens, you know. Get your nightshades on and let's fucking blaze on. Alright? We're Mondegreening the fuck out of everything nowadays, you know what I mean? Alright. So set one ends, I put on some fucking video games for a hot minute. I'm like, alright. Throw the fucking stream back on when it starts back up. Again, I missed the opener. But I tune in, I'd say, right towards the end of Wave of Hope. So right now I'm listening to that Ghost, which is ripping, my friend. My friend. If you hadn't heard the story yet, it's a pretty good story about a ghost. Right here, this fucking 15 and a half minute Ghost to start the second set. Dude, it's fucking Phish. You didn't know. They're pretty fucking good. You know. Alright, I feel like I'm a little amped. I feel like this is a little bit like I'm feeling the force in me coming out, you know? Like the unjadedness is running rampant in me right now. A little aggressive. I'm gonna tone it down. Because I don't want to come off as aggressive. But, you know, a smidge of aggressive positivity. A dash. A sprinkle of sparkle. It ain't a bad thing. But I'm just gonna check myself real quick and breathe. Some smoke. Find something else to put on here. I'm actually going to play something that's a little bit of a mashup of things in my recent repertoire of stuff. We're going to do a little something different here. Bear with me. Smoke break. Yo, pack your shit, smoke it, vibe out with me. We're putting on something that I was hoping for when I was in Bethel Woods, but didn't get. But it still felt this way. So it's just very exciting when this happened in general. You know, let's see. Nope. That's a free song. This is the song free. We'll get to it. And we just got to get there. In the middle somewhere. You know, this is the part where we talk about Ghost into a Wave of Hope, which has been a huge jam vehicle. This one only went for 8.5 minutes. I swear, dude, I'm a little annoyed right now. Could have sworn that, maybe this is the way to go. There it is. Whatever, we're just gonna let this play in the back. Because I'm being weird. Let's see if it is. Anyway, Pretty Light Sampled's free by Phish. At some point. I know it's on YouTube. Maybe this is it, and I'm just being impatient and I'm not hearing free, you know. Anyway, we're gonna let that go in the background. And he also samples The Dead. Did a fucking dirty mashup of Dark Star and Dear Prudence by the Beatles. Super weird. In Bethel. I got such a well right now. I'm just gonna gush about live music real quick. Little commercial break. Yo, check out Pretty Light's live streams. Lucid streams are top notch, free. Red Rocks, Bethel are already up. They're probably gonna be doing some of the shows coming up. Same thing with King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. Got to catch them. Blew my mind. There's a ton of fucking high-end HD live streams of their full shows from this tour. Like, pretty much all of them except for the one I went to in Philly. Which also has fan videos that are pretty legitimate up there, too. So, like, the well is endless. Check out new shit. I can't recommend switching up your flavor palette in your eardrums just a little bit every now and then. I've had a lot of variety, and gotta say, I love the eclecticness, yo. I'm not gonna apologize to Phish about it. You're still my faves, dudes. You're still my number one. I will still see you every fucking time that I can, but like, I'm glad that I've been mixing it up. For real. There it is. Yes. Worlds colliding this year, dude. Trey was on Mark Maron's podcast earlier this year. I can't believe it fucking happened. I mean, I posted that Mark Maron joke he made about Phish, like, I don't know, 8 years ago from one of his specials. He's like, I don't have enough time. Guess what, Mark? Make some fucking time, dude. And I know you did before Trey went on, because your fucking words about a band that you said you didn't want to have the energy to put the time into, that you did a little bit of research about. Anyone out there who's feeling confused about Phish, listen to Mark Maron's podcast. This man, who was jaded before he knew he was unjaded about something, he became unjaded about. Just from a little bit of research and hanging out with the dude during the podcast. Like, we're talking there's not a chance in the world that Mark had the ability to really get a full understanding of what Phish has done. But what he did was go back to some early stuff, and he probably realized, like, oh shit, this is top-notch composition. I thought it was weird nonsense jams that made no sense. Yeah, check out Divided Sky. Check out fucking, you know, any of the long form yam. Like, come off it, dude. Anyway, we're off our high horses. Let's get back to the fucking actual Phish show from last night, because I started paying attention right after Wave of Hope, and this Sigma, it went to an Oasis. We're talking big time Sigma Oasis jam in Colorado last night. I'm excited about it because I love this one. Fucking lyrics hit. They're good. They're very, very good. Yeah, I think this has a spot up here. We'll get that up. We'll get that up there. I have to rotate this board. If this is where the videos are gonna happen, we'll be rotating stickies. I have to take down some of the high percentage of Phish, so we can get a varied amount of the shit in my life right now in the music world. So Sigma, it goes all over. It's beautiful. Very pleased. And then, like I was saying earlier, these new tunes, Pillow Jets, starts up, and I'm like, oh yeah, this pretty no, don't forget about what they did in Mondegreen very recently with this one. It's some dark, dirty, sludgy, nasty jamming, dude. 23 minutes of it? Pillow Jets. Oblivion's already up there for me with the new shit, but Pillow Jets, and now After Tonight, earlier in the night, after Edge, growing on me. Just exciting to see these new things expanded in ways that we haven't heard yet. Followed up Pillow Jets from, you know, some weird darkness into 2001. So, you know, we're getting a dance party here. One thing I noticed is, yes, a much lower number of glow sticks in Colorado during 2001 than in previous years. Good for you guys. We don't need them that much, you know. There's a few at Mondegreen, but I think we all did a pretty good job. My effort is I just don't bring any. If they're there, I might pick some up and throw them again. For people that haven't had glow stick wars at Phish, I think it is kind of important to experience a little flavor of that. I feel like Magnum Ball is probably the best one I'll ever get to, just because we are an eco-friendly crowd, and I respect that, you know. There's plenty of fun things to do with lights and things that last a lot longer and can be reused. So, you know, maybe we'll come up with some cool ways to do something that, you know, doesn't hurt anyone, and also has that effect of what looks like 100 glow sticks being launched. Forget that. I've seen thousands launched at once by like a few people, and it's just as crazy to see. Anyway, my point there is I'm not seeing too many during 2001. It's a short, high level 2001. And then we go to Hood. This Hood was beautiful. You know, we're going to Bliss Phish again. I'm never going to complain about a Hood because we're going to get to hear that. And man, that's fun. Hood's great. They come back out for an encore after a 14-minute Hood, and they say it to me, Santos. Fucking turned out this song is an encore tune. They play it there a lot. And you know what? It works there. Because it leaves everyone out of that stadium on a high energy note. Say it to me, Santos. Alright, yo. This one, I didn't plan it just because, you know, I wasn't at the Phish show. But, we're going to do these whenever I feel like it. So, I make the rules. You know, I asked production and they were like, yeah, do it. How about these boys too? That's that new shit. Geese. I can get them into the Spotify rotation, yo. Same thing with Ceramic Animal. And I can't forget about those Vaporeyes boys from last night. But I've got such a high percentage of my mental musical pie chart available to retain things that, like, As far as set list reviews go, I'll probably be focusing more on just the bands that I know the majority of the songs. Because, like, maybe I'll get to a point where I'm that guy taking notes at a show. I'm writing down each song, but, like, I can't identify all of them right now, so I'll stick to the things I know well for that aspect. And I will do heavy, on the Phish setlist reviews. I can't fucking wait to review Goose next week. This is when I might actually gain some, like, steam, because, like, I'm getting such a good mix of big names, and when I throw Goose into the fucking mix on my new channel here, I know the conflict. It's like, I just throw another piece into the fucking bam, to spice things up here, throw some Goose in there, because I fucking love the boys. All love for them boys from fucking Goose. You know what? Some of them were at Mondegreen. I saw Eli from Dobapod at King Gizzard on Tuesday. Going to see him tonight. Dobapod's little farewell tour going on right now. If you don't know about them boys, I've been seeing them since the first Bonnaroo I went to. They were playing on Shakedown like back in the late 2000s, like 2008 or 9. Looking at their sticker over there on that board that they gave me that day. And here we are in 2024, and they're about to go on a hiatus, indefinite. Just like the boys in Twiddle just did, just like the boys in Aqueous just did. But, a lot of those guys are still really going. Mahali is not slowing down. White Ganser is not slowing down from Aqueous. And I'm sure that we're going to see some side project work from the boys in Dobapod. But, there's just phases in life that come around where it's tough to tour. And so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do for us tonight, because I love what they do. I'm going to review that one tomorrow. And then I might take a few days off from live music. Jim Cotta is playing a free show on Saturday at Lincoln Hill Farms. It is on the radar, but it is not likely that I am going to have the energy after tonight, because it's not just Dobapod tonight. We got Motet and Perpetual Groove. All three bands I've seen before, all three exciting things to go check out tonight. And that's about all I got. Peace, y'all. Catch you on the flip side.